Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back for another Sims 4 speed build. Today I have a super fun build that I am so excited to share with you, and I actually had a ton of fun building this one. It is a gas station with a neighboring Chinese restaurant. This build is very tool mod heavy and very debug heavy, but I promise there is no CC in this build. It's all either enlarged items from debug or like me rotating and combining items together to make stuff. Now with that being said, you do not need to have the tool mod in your game to download this build from the gallery. Everything that I did here in this build will transfer over from the gallery, just like I placed in resized items here that you're seeing. I have come across this little gas station pump item in the debug menu so many times, and for whatever reason this time it just like really sparked my attention, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do a gas station build. So yeah, that's where we are today. But sometimes I just like to place lots in my game, just kind of so they'll like appear in the background, or you know, like kind of add a little bit of realism to the neighborhood that I'm playing in. I did have the idea that like maybe they come here and get drinks, and behind that gas station part of this build there's like a little bump out that is the bathroom, and I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen this, but like when we go to the beach and like we travel and places in like Virginia and, you know, closer south, if you stop at like these old gas stations, it's like either on the side or like in the back, but it's like not attached to the inside. So I did opt to do that for this build. It's very small. It's like a one-person bathroom, but I didn't feel like we needed anything extra or more than that for this build. So the bathroom is in the very back. And then also in the back, I added some camp-style chairs, a basketball hoop, and some cluttered drinks, and maybe a little bit of trash. And then there's definitely a spot for some graffiti, because I feel like that would be the cutest thing to have on these tall tile walls of the gas station. Sorry for the background noise. Alexa, for whatever reason, thought I was talking to her. But anyways, the gas station itself screams grunge. It's like, it has a old vibe, rundown vibe going on the inside. I added some stains on the floor, and I used base game counters that are a little worn or like banged up a little bit. But I feel like this build itself is just like a total vibe. But now I am in the Chinese restaurant next door, and it is the most stereotypical Chinese restaurant here in America. It is so super cute. I have used like this floral wallpaper. I added a fish tank near the entrance, and I even sized down a water fountain with the lizard on it that came with the for rent pack. I don't know about you, but every Chinese restaurant that has good food, anyways, I have noticed that they either have like a fish tank or like an extravagant water fountain system and like little koi fish. So I really feel like I nailed this restaurant. Now, for the restaurant, I did want it to have, like, not a super fancy vibe to it, but I wanted, like, I was trying to be like, okay, this has been here forever. It's super busy, and, like, they do well enough to, you know, have stayed here this long, but they just, like, never really, like, put in any upgrades or anything. So that's, like, kind of way I was looking at this when I was building it, with like those collapsible tables and like the chairs that aren't like wooden, but you know, like banquet chairs. So, but as you can see, I'm putting in that bathroom there on the back side of the building, and I bounce around in this build a lot because I was basically like going through the debug menu to like spark my interest, to give me ideas. So this build like is very bouncy back and forth. So I'm sorry if you guys get like motion sick, because I do, and like even watching this back, it's making me kind of cringe a little bit. But I did add a little parking lot area, and I added a couple of cars that looked like they were maybe in there getting food, or maybe teens had parked there to run into the gas station or to hang out for the evening. The build that I did do, I added a bunch of stuff. Like I just kind of piled stuff on top of debug stuff to kind of make it look more real, or, you know, like just to give it a natural vibe, but not just to be like regular debug items. So I kind of added things like those little trash chutes, and I think I add fire extinguishers near the gas pumps just to, like I said, give it that real type of vibe. And then I forgot about those. I did add little speakers, so the lot will play music just like outside. So I thought that was a really cute touch. I really enjoy building community lots. So if you guys have any ideas, or there's something that you want to see, or you just like, I don't feel like building this, but I need somebody to build it, I love a good challenge. So if there's any community lots that you guys would like to see, please let me know. And maybe I can, you know, do my best to come up with some community lots for you guys. So I am going to tell you guys, I have never played with Strangerville, but that pack pulled through for this build. Like a lot of the stuff that I used for this was either for rent or Strangerville. So I was kind of happy to see that, because I love the vibe of Strangerville, and like I like the military career. I really don't have a lot of time to play, and when I do have time to play, I really just want to build, because like I just enjoy building more so than playing. So when I get on here, I don't necessarily like have the intention on playing with The Sims, but I really do want to play with Strangerville and see what that is all about. I also used a lot of Dine Out, obviously, and Get to Work. I love the Get to Work items. I know that was like the first expansion pack for The Sims 4, but I really do enjoy the stuff that we got with that pack. I thought that table that I'm placing clutter on right now, that came from the Get to Work. Oh my gosh, Get to Work. And I just thought it fit in here so perfectly. But here is that fountain that I use, and I just kind of like stashed it over there in the corner of the cabinets. Just because like maybe they could drop like pennies in there or whatever. But now we are making our way over to the gas station, and I know it looks like a crazy mess, but just stick with me for a little bit and it'll all kind of start to make sense. So like I said, I used a lot of tool mod to help me like raise things and resize them to make it kind of all make sense. I used a lot of like the rotation as well. I rotated those baskets to put fruit and stuff inside of them to make it look like you could just kind of like go over there and grab whatever you wanted, and it was like on sale. Now behind this display, I used the karaoke machine that we got with Strangerville, and I sized it up just perfectly to make it look like it was holding the coffee pots. So underneath that are the cabinets, or the countertops, I'm sorry. And like right now it's not done, but before I uploaded it to the gallery, I sized it up so it looked like it was like a big coffee machine, and like you could push buttons and stuff. I don't know if you guys see the resemblance, let me know. But I just thought that would be fun to do instead of like just putting it on regular counters and like letting your Sims make coffee. But now I am cluttering up those cabinets, and I do cut a little bit of it out because it's basically just me like adding stuff, duplicating it, and then moving it where it needs to be. So I don't think that this is going to function like as a retail store. It's more so for the Chinese restaurant and like a visual play type area for like screenshots and things like that. So I don't think you're going to be able to place these items for sale because they have to physically be on the counter, like click to the counter, if that makes sense. So, I mean, you could always go in and add some more shelving and put things that you would like to put for sale in here. I just, like I said, I wanted this to be more of a hangout area. Like I've got that card table in the back, and I added a little clerk area with its own door, and I piled up there. Look like, I think they're supposed to be teas. But I kind of piled it up to make them look like maybe vapes or like cigarette boxes. And to the left of this display, you can kind of see the chair legs and the table legs. I added a card table, and behind them are what are supposed to be like beverage coolers. I also added, I don't think I added this on camera, but I did add a little like countertop space in front of the windows to the right of what we're looking at right now with some old looking stools. And I added a microwave, like in case they ordered like frozen burritos or something. Oh no, it's right there. So yeah, that's there. And then my favorite part of this whole build, and this is not an original idea to me. I can't remember who did it. I think it was Creative Sims 4. I don't know. If I find it, I'm going to put her down in the description box, but she did a similar build to this a very long time ago before we even had like these amount of packs. And she rotated mini fridges to make them look like deep chest freezers. And so what I ended up doing was I did that too. And then I added some meat packaging and then I also added some of the pops that you can make with the eco lifestyle. I also added a bunch of like neon signs, and I thought that was just kind of fun. You know, maybe it's like beer advertisements or like brand advertisements. And then I also added, and these came from the gallery. I did not have my sim make these, but they're like those little jams. So I added strawberry, pumpkin jams, things like that. And I thought like maybe I'll have to do a grocery store build and actually like make those available for Sims to actually buy, because I've not seen anybody use the jams anywhere, and like I didn't even know that they were a thing. I also I rotated the wine holders from the Horse Ranch pack, and I rotated them so that I could make it look like there were eggs put inside of them, and I thought that was cute. So I thought like maybe your sim could come here and buy like milk, cheese, you know, jams. Maybe the owner kind of like brings in vendors and sells stuff locally for them. I did add a microwave and, like I said, some coffee machines. And I think that's pretty much it for this build. I did add a bunch of stains on the floor to give it kind of that grungy, worn down look, but I really hope you guys liked this build. I really enjoyed doing it, and if you guys want to see more builds like this, let me know down in the comments. And like I said, if you guys have any community lot ideas, please let me know, because I really do enjoy making community lots. So if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, so that you get notified when I upload more videos. And then if you want to download this build, it's available on the gallery. You can search kayhmar, and I'll put the spelling up on the screen. You can search the hashtag, or you can search my EAID. I also have a gallery link in the description, if I remember to put it in there, that you can click and it'll take you to the Sims 4 gallery, and you can download it directly from there. So super easy to find. I hope you guys have a good rest of the week, and I hope you enjoyed this speed build. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.